Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a wise and a kind king named Alexander. He ruled with fairness and compassion and earned the love and respect of his subjects. King Alexander had 3 sons, Leo, Adam, and George. Leo, the eldest, was strong and brave. Adam, the middle child, was smart and resourceful. And George, who was the youngest, was gentle and kind and everyone's favorite. Everyone in the kingdom liked him more. As the years passed, King Alexander's health began to deteriorate. Realizing that he had little time, he knew he had to choose an heir to the throne. However, he wanted to ensure that all 3 of his sons were married before taking his final decision. The king called upon his confidant, a wise sage named Zephyrus, to determine the most auspicious time for weddings. Zephyrus, with his knowledge, saw scenes of blooming flowers, clear skies, and light breezes. He announced, "The right time for the wedding is next month." With this knowledge, King Alexander ordered invitations to be sent to all his allies and neighboring kingdoms, announcing the upcoming weddings. The news spread quickly, and princesses from different countries began preparing for the grand event. The kingdom of Eldoria began preparations for the festival. However, amidst this happiness, a dark cloud of jealousy was looming. Leo and Adam were deeply jealous of their youngest brother, George. George was not only the most handsome of the 3, but also the kindest and most beloved of the people. He had natural charisma and a heart full of compassion, which made him beloved by everyone in the kingdom. His elder brothers did not like this favoritism. Determined to humiliate George, Leo and Adam seek the help of an evil witch named Minta. Minta, known for her dark powers and cunning mind, was eager to create discord within the royal family. She agreed to help the brothers, but warned them of the consequences. Together, they hatch a plan to humiliate George during an archery tournament, a traditional event where the prince shoots an arrow into the air, and the princess standing where the arrow lands becomes his bride. The day of the competition arrived, and the atmosphere was filled with excitement and anticipation. Princesses from different kingdoms gathered, each hoping to catch the prince's eye. The competition began with Adam shooting his arrow with precision, and it landed in front of Bela, a beautiful and intelligent princess. Next, Leo took his turn, and his arrow found its mark before Princess Eliza, who was known for her grace and kindness. Finally, it was George's turn. He took a deep breath, aimed his arrow, and released it. He didn't realize that Minta's curse had taken effect. The arrow flew wildly, went far beyond the field, and disappeared into the dark forest. Everyone moved forward to find the arrow. In the middle of the forest, George finds his arrow on an ancient, thorny tree. He was surprised to see that a beautiful butterfly with iridescent wings was sitting on the arrow. George was heartbroken to learn that he could not marry a butterfly. Nevertheless, he gently picked her up and walked back towards the palace. King Alexander, following state traditions, insisted that George respect the outcome of the contest. Although he could not marry Butterfly, George accepted her as his partner. This decision causes the people of the kingdom and George's friends to make fun of George, but he stands firm and continues to treat the butterfly with kindness and care. Days turned into weeks, And while Leo and Adam were enjoying their lives with their new brides, George faced constant ridicule. Despite the ridicule, he carried the butterfly with him wherever he went. But one evening, the kingdom organized a grand ceremony in honor of the newly married couple. After much joking, George decided not to take the butterfly with him this time. As he walked among the guests, his eyes fell on a beautiful girl standing alone in the corner. She wore a gown that shone like moonlight, and her eyes sparkled with enchanting light. George felt an irresistible attraction towards her. He came up to her and asked, "Can I dance with you?" The girl remained silent but extended her hand. They danced beautifully the whole evening. As they danced, George felt a sense of belonging. However, the girl looked sad, her eyes full of untold sorrow. As soon as the dance ended, George could not control his curiosity. "Who are you?" he asked softly. "Why do you look so sad?" The girl finally spoke with tears in her eyes. "I'm Princess Nia," she revealed. George further said, "Princess Nia, I want to marry you. Will you marry me?" "But Prince, you already have your mate," Nia said. George was surprised, but told Princess Nia all about his fate. "But since I met you, I can't think about anything else," he confessed. Determined, George returned home and decided to set the butterfly free in the wild. He went to the forest to keep the butterfly. As soon as he put it down, a bright light surrounded him. When he opened his eyes, he found Princess Nia standing in front of him. "Nia, you're back," said George, his heart leaping with joy. Nia said softly, "Yes, I was that butterfly." "George, you're like other princes. I thought you would not leave the butterfly alone like this." She continued, "This was a test for you. I cannot live with a prince who is selfish." Saying this, Princess Nia disappeared into the air. George felt very remorseful for his actions. He sat in the forest crying without eating or drinking for so many days. Finally, seeing his bad condition, Princess Nia came back to him. Nia smiled, her eyes filled with warmth. "Your love is true," she said. "But you need to know the truth. Your brothers have conspired against you. Because of them, you had to face all this." George's heart was filled with both anger and relief. "I'll definitely talk to Dad about it," he vowed. The two returned to the kingdom, with King Alexander sending Leo and Adam to live in the wilderness as punishment. George and Nia begin a new life together, full of love and happiness, and the kingdom flourishes under Theri's just and merciful rule.